Welcome to the Human Design Festival.
Live in Sofia and online worldwide.
Hello and welcome to the virtual space of the Human Design Element. We have gathered here to talk about the upcoming International Human Design Festival that is happening live in Sofia and also online worldwide. I'm one of the organizers. My name is Lucretia, and my partner in this beautiful crime is Veronica. So hello to you as well, Veronica.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be organizing again the Sofia Live event between the 22nd and 25th of January 2026 and online between the 30th of January and the 1st of February. And now we want to present you our next lecture coming live to Sofia. We are so happy to have you with us, Sonja. Hi.
Hi from Amsterdam at the moment. Yeah. Thank you for the invitation. I really look forward to it.
Our slogan this year is Be in Your Element. And where are you in your element, Sonja?
Yeah, I have um, natural shores as preferred environment, and I've created my house in such a way that the energy flows as if it was a natural shore inside, but it just remains an apartment. And the feeling that I have when I'm literally on a beach, which is, close to water, and beaches are kind of the largest natural shore you can find in a landscape. It just relaxes me, and knowing my design, I'm an emotional generator, 3/5. I have 9 third lines, and this emotional definition, it really uh, asks me to slow down and slow down and slow down. And but it's definitely, being in the correct environment. It just does so much. It changes. The feeling of grounding in me. It's a feeling that you have in your body, right? And for me, it can also be like dancing or um, a really good yoga class, anything that grounds me in my body and makes me feel alive. Yeah.
And
So,
actually, yeah.
yeah.
And who is Sonja?
Who is Sonja? Yeah, that's a big question. I've already arrived to 54. You have to know. So,
Or
uh,
not, as we have this beautiful line in human design.
yeah, yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh, I'm a 3/5 generator in human design terms, and I in my background I come from I think yeah, you could say the art world. I've been a long time involved in the art world. When I went to school, I I couldn't fit in, and I it was a very depressing time for me. I have a lot of definition, and I just cannot adapt myself to places where I'm forced into. So I knew already back then that I would spend a lot of time in the art world, first making my own unique things, but actually becoming a really supportive force in interviewing artists, creating art shows, helping them promote their work. I just love being around individuals who dared to live their, own truth. And for me, artists were a huge part of that world. And life decided after a while that I was finished there. I think it was like 10 years. And then I became involved in Mayan astrology. Um, and there's an interesting thing about the funny coincidence about human design and Mayan astrology, because Ra had his revelation in 1987. We all know the story of the supernova and how that created an enormous amount of cosmic information that was actually sent to Earth. But there was another person who other people got the same, well, not the same, but the download of information. And one was the Jose Arguelles from the Mayan factor, and he wrote also in 1987. He got huge information about the Mayan calendar. So I've been involved in that for like 7 years, doing professional Mayan astrology readings. And my life turned when I became a mother, and I transitioned into motherhood. I think my son and me, yeah, we went on a journey. And it was then that human design came into my life, and it truly helped me raising my child. So human design, that was like back 15 years ago, 16 years ago. And it has been part of my professional life, yeah, ever since. I've kept responding to following the courses, becoming an analyst, becoming an LYD guide, teaching the ABC and the cartography. And yeah, and there we are now, you know, at the forefront of beautiful human design festivals.
Sonja, I was wondering if you also have this kind of experience, like you could see your life like before and after human design. So what would you say is the biggest difference that this knowledge brought into your life?
Yeah, that's a nice question. I guess acceptance and the love of who I am. Before human design, especially in my teenager years, I was such a rebel. I was, you know, I've been there with a mohawk and punk clothes, dressed in black, because I was just so enormously depressed. I didn't know how to work it. I didn't know how to be in the world. And of course, as a 3/5, you know, the anarchy is part of it. So I also liked it. But coming to terms with yourself, that's what human design has taught me. And especially coming to terms with my emotional authority, which is pretty much unconscious. So I don't think there's any other system that would have been able to, yeah, let me transform that part of myself. Learning to wait more, yeah, to arrive to more neutral states in my emotions before making decisions. That's I think one of the biggest differences. Yeah,
for sure. I also got one of my biggest transformations, like maybe in a seconds, when I first heard the explanation about how the emotional center functions. I was like, why did I not know that like 20 years ago or something like that? And so then what would you say about the other part of being human, like the mind? So how was this concept for you? Like, don't trust the mind just like that, you know, observe your mind, don't take decisions, make decisions with your mind. How was that for you? Was it too much of a provocation or already something that you have seen for yourself?
No, I think well, I definitely think it was human design and the concept of inner and outer authority that actually made that clear. And I have a very active mind, and when I put my mind at service for others, you know, that's the way to go. So it's giving it a place, and I definitely see that human design has made that happen for me. But you know, honestly, it's still bothering me every day. You know, it's
It's part of his job, I think.
Yeah, and yes, we have the tools, and yes, we have the knowledge, but it's still here to be lived, and it's still sometimes like a huge, challenge daily. But the concept of human design, explaining inner and outer authority, and the place for the mind being the outer authority, and of course, developing yourself and developing your outer authority also makes a difference.
Do you have some?
We earned our credits,
Yes.
after 50, and
do you possibly have some ritual or technique, or I don't know, something that you do to come to grips or taming the mind?
For me, music helps a lot. And listening to, I have 2 open centers, of which one is the head center. So just give me anything that inspires me to listen to, and I can get out of my own spiraling down of negative thoughts. So I'm a big fan of listening to podcasts, listening to music, a lot of body work. It could be like this morning, I was just dancing in my house. I've been trying to fight the planes that are flying too low over my head in Amsterdam, and there's just no way to fight them. So I just put on loud music and I start dancing.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Sonja, you delivered last time a beautiful lecture and workshop for the emotional center. And this time it's going to be about the ego. So we cannot wait to see your offering. And you guys, stay tuned for more information and follow us on our socials. Look at our website. We have a great lineup of amazing lecturers and facilitators live in Sofia and online. So stay tuned. We're coming up with more surprises. And thank you, Sonja, for your time and for your presence. It was lovely to see you again, and we cannot wait to hug you live.
Yes.
Yes.
Likewise.
Thank you, Sonja. And yes, we're also going to have some tickets to win, so really stay tuned. Bye-bye for now, guys.
Bye. Would you like to join us?
And truly be in your element.